flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and I'm actually on the farm right now, and I just peeked out the window to see how my daffodils were doing, and I see some buds. I actually have some harvestable stems. Oh my goodness. Now some of these are just like a plain yellow trumpet, but I do have, if I swing the camera over this way, but I do have some doubles and stuff that I do see. These first ones will just be for me. So I thought I'd make this a short video about exactly how I harvest daffodils. So you want your daffodil to be a gooseneck stage. That's too straight up for me. That is a gooseneck stage. Looks like a goose. Goose. Duck, duck, goose. All right, I actually go all the way down and I just pull. That's all I do is pull. This is enough for now. I'm gonna go put them in the fridge. Are you leaving me? You've had enough screen time? Get out of here. It's actually a couple days later and I just came out and got another bunch. Now, these are not the fancy daffodils. These are just the single trumpet daffodils, and I can see right here, right next to me, these ones are actually the double daffodils that are starting to bud up. Starting to get a little bit of a gooseneck, but they haven't cracked yet, so I'm gonna give them a couple more days. And then I'll start my CSA up. My CSA members, my spring members, and my first bloom members, my Flower of the Month Club, they will get at least 1 month with some daffodils and potentially tulips, depending on what week of the month their pickup is scheduled for. I have a couple of different options when it comes to my flower club members. I have a weekly CSA bouquet, the birds are going crazy, which is 5 weeks in a row in the spring, or not in a row, but 5 weeks in the spring. And then we have the Flower of the Month Club, which is 1 bouquet in May, 1 bouquet in, what's the next month? June, July, August. So 4 months in a row for the Flower of the Month Club, and that's at a lower price point. People like that, that tends to be the most popular one. That way they get to experience the entire season. Anyway, the very first flower harvest here at Flower Hill Farm, actually on the farm. I'm excited. I haven't seen blooms in a long time, so well, I mean, I've seen them at the nursery, but that doesn't count. Coming from the ground, this is what counts when it comes to my flower farm. So I'm gonna go put these in the fridge. Guys, I literally just set them in the fridge just like this, not putting them in any water or anything like that. I'm just gonna set them in the fridge and they're good in there for a while. I've had a small bunch they've been in there for a couple of days and they're perfectly fine. I'll probably leave them in there for a couple of days and then I'll trim them, put them in water, and I might make some deliveries just to some of my loved ones with the first crop of the year. Anyway, just a short video of me and the daffodils and the first flowers of the year. I actually just realized that a lot of you guys are new here, so I'm back, surprise! And you probably don't know about all the daffodils that I have. This patch, these shorties, this is actually Sir Winston Churchill, You go down and then you have like, it was just a daffodil mix that I put in my very first year. This is the daffodil mix that I just was harvesting from. Down here I have, I believe it's a replete. It is a beautiful double. And then we continue this way. Over here we have coming up is White Lion. I don't know who this is. Guys, I forget the names. And then this one is another double. It's, I believe, a white and yellow one looking like White Lion, but I can't remember the name right now. Over here I have Tahiti. This one's fun. Love it. Okay, so for reference, we just walked down that line, and then that line was where I was harvesting. And then over here is another bunch. And then if you look up, this whole entire row is actually daffodils. And then on the other side of the hoop house, I see some actual flowers over there. So I probably should go harvest over there as well. So a couple of years ago, oh look, the forsythia I planted here. It's still not big enough for me to cut from, but it's getting there. So the forsythia is blooming. That's beautiful. Another forsythia tree. But in between here are a whole bunch of daffodils and actually some peonies. These forsythia tree, guys, these were like 6 inches tall when I planted them. So they are continuing to live. But if you look, see, this is supposed to be British Gamble, but it's not. So it's just like a plain trumpet daffodil. But I do have more replete over here. You can see these ones, and then they go down, way down. And there's, you see in between we've got, and oh look, like there's peonies coming up too. So I have peonies, everything's kind of just thrown in here one year, but everything's looking good. And actually my, these red tree things that you guys see here, these are actually, mock orange trees that I planted. There are so many of them, and some of them are actually getting, I mean, this is almost as tall as I am. It's really, really nice looking. More signs of peonies over here, and yeah, this mock orange is, it's looking good. Got lots of them. So those are all my daffodils. I have several thousand of them. Some of them are fancy, some of them are plain. I like to keep a mix. Do you see all that? I have the hiccups, by the way, guys. It just happened, so I apologize if we hiccup together. See all this red foliage on the ground? This is the gooseneck loose strife. That is all of last year's. This is filling in really nicely. I've been harvesting off of it and using it in bouquets. Everyone was concerned about, maintaining it because it is something that spreads very quickly. Well, I have it in this rectangle here and I mow around it. So we've been able to keep it contained by mowing. So that will come back every year. It dies back to the ground and then comes up again. So I will show you guys when that starts to come back to life. It's actually doing quite well. Here's the hydrangea field. I trimmed them all back in the fall. And they're starting to get their little buds. Everybody's happy. This is half of it. And then the other half is over here. But yeah, things are slowly coming to life here in upstate New York. I'm freezing right now. It's like 40 degrees out. I'm frozen. But that's okay because spring is coming. If we're being technical, spring's already here. The weather just hasn't caught up yet. There they are with my diet tonic water. This is just basically a flower fridge, guys. There's nothing else in here but some tonic water and some pickles. So they'll just hang out in here. I have a cooler, but I'm not going to turn my walk-in cooler on for 30 daffodils. I thought I'd bring you guys over to the tulips for a little bit of an update. Here they are, the 10,000 tulips. They're doing so well. These ones are coming, they're just slow. So I updated you guys already on the fact that they actually were growing, but now we have some little, hello, where are they? Some little, there they are. We have some little baby tulips. They're coming so well. Hopefully they get about a foot taller before they're ready. But I would say within 2 weeks, I'm gonna be harvesting the first tulips. These ones are really tall, but their heads are hiding. Hello. Oh yeah, they're in there. These guys are a nice height. But yep, 10,000 tulips all in a row. Can't wait to tiptoe through them. I have a lot of you guys asking when I'm planting my cool flowers, and I can tell you that if the ground was dry, I'd be doing it now because temperatures, like, they're favorable for that. But because we've had so much rain, the ground is too wet. We can't make beds. So we have to get there. There's 2 days coming up that are going to be really sunny. So I'm hoping after those 2 days, I'll be able to make beds and we can get the cool flowers in the ground because, guys, we have a lot to plant for the farm this year. So anyway, there's a quick update at the farm. I'm really excited to actually have this earth dry out and be able to plant way right there. That's where the flowers are going. Most of them. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you soon.